So here is a little conversion chart. So this is what we will be using to assist us to convert units of length within the imperial measurement system. So you can take a minute to write off this diagram. I can pause the video for you and allow you to write it off. Okay, let's get into it. So as outlined, we have the smallest units over here, and it extends to the largest unit right here. So inches will always be smaller than miles. Miles will always be larger than our yards and our feet. So our smallest unit, our largest unit. So it extends from our smallest to largest, right? That's clear. So these are the four main units involved with length as it relates to the imperial measurement system. So I know you might see these arrows indicating we're moving from something to something. Okay, so those arrows just assist us when converting. So whether we're moving from a larger unit, whether it be from miles to inches, we will multiply. So that's just the rule. From large to small, we multiply, and from small to large, we divide. So that is constant. That is the only way we can get accurate answers, all right? So if that's clear, we'll now look at the values here. So I know you're seeing 12, 3, and 1,760. So these numbers are what we call our conversion factors. All right, so the 12 is associated with the inches and the feet only. So that can only be used when you're converting from inches to feet and vice versa. All right, the 3 can only be used when you're converting between feet and yard. So that is the only time that number can be used when converting. That's the conversion factor that is limited to those two units. All right, and 1,760, just the same, it can only occur between yard and miles. So this is because these numbers arise because there is a certain standard. So certain measurements are specified based on what the system created in the 1800s. All right, so they did a sequence of research and different experiments where they were able to standardize some things. Hence why 12 inches make a feet, and 3 feet make a yard, and 1,760 yards make 1 mile. All right, so that's how they get these figures. So some amount of test was done in order to get these figures to be standardized. All right, so that's the main idea behind that. So just a little example. So let's say we wanted to find out how many feet is that for our inches. So we have 1 feet. So my aim is to find out how many inches make 1 feet. So I have my 1 here. What should I do? I'm moving from a larger unit to a smaller unit. So that means I'm going to multiply. So all I have to do is my 1 multiplied by my 12 here to give me the amount of inches that are equivalent to my 1 feet. So when I do that, I'm going to get 1 feet equal 12 inches because the 1 is multiplied by the 12 here. Similar to this, if I wanted to find out how many yards is equal to 1 feet, I could have my 1 yard right here, and to find out how many feet, I'm just going to multiply because I'm moving from a larger to a smaller unit. If I had 1 feet and I wanted to find out how many yards is that, all I have to do is put my 1 here. 1 divided by 3 gives us 1/3 of a yard. So 1 feet is 1/3 of a yard. That is constant, where it takes 3 feet to make a yard. All right, so you're just gonna work with these numbers. Just remember, large to small we multiply, small to large we divide. All right, nothing changes. Just remember where the values are associated, which units they are associated with, and you will be okay. That's the main thing you need to know when converting length in the imperial system.